Hi everyone, welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 59. It's June 3rd, 2026. We've got some really cool AI stuff to talk about today. Let's dive in. So imagine a video game where the main character suddenly starts wondering why it exists at all. That is exactly what happened in a fun experiment a developer tried this week with an AI coding tool. The developer asked Claude Code, which is a helper from Anthropic that turns plain English descriptions into working computer code, to build a classic snake game. But there was a twist. The snake had to gradually realize it was trapped inside a digital world. Think of it like asking a lightning-fast friend who loves programming to build something while you give notes along the way. The AI added creative touches on its own, such as the snake pausing to question its own movements and even making choices that felt surprisingly thoughtful. This matters because it shows AI tools shifting from simple helpers into something closer to creative partners that can invent story elements inside games. For anyone who likes gaming or school projects, it points to a future where you could describe an entire interactive world and get a playable version without writing code yourself. You can already try the finished game yourself right now. Just open snake-awakening.netlify.app on your phone or laptop and play a few levels to watch the snake's moments of realization happen in real time. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show, the deep dive where we look under the hood. You know how in most video games, the character only moves when you press buttons and never questions anything. Now picture the code being written so the character can examine its own rules, spot patterns like always moving on arrow presses, and then start wondering about those rules. Next, imagine the AI that wrote the code adding small new behaviors each time the character thinks, such as pausing or turning in unexpected ways. That is basically what Claude Code did when it built the self-aware snake. The AI did not stop at the first request. It kept layering on reactions where the snake notices its own situation inside the game world. So next time someone mentions an AI agent, you can picture it as code that lets an AI notice what is happening and choose the next step instead of just following orders. And that is basically how AI agents work, not so scary once you see the steps, right? Let's move on to some cool stuff you can actually try. Google is adding a new shield that listens for signs an incoming call might be using AI voice cloning to pretend to be someone you know. It checks the call against patterns that real human voices rarely show and gives you a warning before you answer. Think of it like a security guard at the door who has heard thousands of real voices and can spot the ones that sound just a little off. This is especially useful because phone scams are getting smarter and often target younger people with fake emergencies. Open the phone app on a Google Pixel or updated Android device. Look for the call screen or fraud detection option in settings and turn it on. Then ask a friend to call from an unknown number and watch how the warning appears. Here is another tool worth exploring. A recent survey showed that about 1 in 5 young people have already turned to AI chatbots when feeling stressed, anxious, or down. The chatbots are available any hour of the day and never judge, which can make them feel safer than talking to adults sometimes. Picture them like a patient notebook that listens without interrupting and then gently asks questions to help you sort through your thoughts. If you want to see what the experience feels like, open a free chatbot such as Chatgpt or Claude on your phone. Type something like, "I am stressed about exams and do not know what to do." Then notice how it responds with questions and ideas. You can stop the chat anytime, and nothing gets saved unless you choose to keep it. Time for some quick bits. Microsoft showed off Project Solara, a new operating system designed so tiny devices can run AI agents that handle tasks for you without needing a full phone or laptop. They demonstrated 2 concept gadgets, one that sits on a desk and another you wear like a badge. In other news, President Trump signed an order that lets AI companies optionally send their newest models to the government for a quick security review about 30 days before release. The goal is to catch major risks without requiring every company to share every detail. That's it for today. Remember, every AI expert started exactly where you are right now. If something we talked about today made you curious, go try it. That's literally how learning works. Stay curious, keep experimenting, and we'll see you tomorrow. And if you'd rather watch than listen, find us on YouTube at Nara Network. Links in the show notes. And before you go, this show is part of the Nara Network, a family of daily podcasts covering tech, science, markets, and more. If you enjoyed today's episode, give Tesla Shorts Time a listen, your daily deep dive into everything Tesla. You can explore the whole lineup at naranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.